here. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I've tried to record this video like 5 times and it just isn't working out. So I'm winding down from the day, and this is around the time that I start working on my business. I just wanted to kind of bring you guys into, my whole little situation and what I'm normally doing on just like a normal night. Trying to get my business together. Right now, I'm about to contact my manufacturer because one of my pieces was missing from my purchase order, and I'm just kind of trying to see what exactly was going on with that, because I contacted them a little while ago and they told me that meant, it said EX warehouse or something, or like X warehouse, but the rest of them said shipped or about to ship or something like that. Every other, all the other styles shipped except for the one style. So that one style said like X warehouse or something like that. And so I reached out to them, which is I really like working with this manufacturer, honestly, because contacting them is way easier than contacting the wholesalers that I usually buy from. And I do still, let me take my glasses off, y'all, because I'm spilling tea. But no, I'll talk to you if y'all really want. I don't believe in giving away my vendors, especially when my business is not where I feel like it should be at. Yeah, I don't really feel comfortable doing that. But I mean, if y'all want me to do a little vendor list, I mean, I will. I got some bomb ass vendors for everything though. Like, I have bomb vendors for sorry, I can't see without my glasses. I have bomb vendors for, really? Y'all, I think because, I don't know if it's because like I'm on here or something and I can't see, but like for some reason I just can't get my password right today. There you go. Anyways, I have lots of bomb vendors. I have bomb hair vendors. I have bomb makeup vendors. One of my makeup vendors is actually the one that Black China uses for her lashed cosmetics. Didn't know that when I found them. Didn't know that. But then I had went on her page for something completely different. I went to her website for something completely different, not makeup related. And I was looking at the products and I was like, these look real familiar. The products are good though, so if you're looking to try them, they are really good. But yeah, I have that vendor. I have all type of vendors, y'all. So if y'all really want the list, I do it. Here's my thing with vendor lists. While I get together, because I'm kind of looking for pieces for summer. I'm dropping these. I don't know if they're all gonna drop at the same time, like the springtime. I think I'm only gonna drop like four of them for spring, and I think 2 for summer, and the rest are gonna be fall of the stuff that I purchased. That's kind of how the layout is gonna go. But yeah, here's my thing with vendor lists, y'all. I don't know how y'all feel about them. I personally don't like the idea. And I think I personally don't like the idea. One, because I found all my vendors and distributors and manufacturers myself. I Googled, I went on forums, I contacted different brands. I went to different stores and like physically went to stores to try to find vendors. So it's like, I feel like part of the journey is actually, finding those vendors and like doing the work and things like that. But for the little lazies out there who don't like a little hard work and dedication, but I mean, more power to you. Work smarter, not harder. Why would you do the work when somebody's just gonna hand it to you? You know what I'm saying? And this is why I feel like you should do the work instead of just, I can charge you $50 for a vendor book. Easy. Can charge you $50. But my thing is, like, my vendor book, like my vendor book and just like any other vendor book, it's not going to be specifically what you're trying to sell. You might want to look for vendors, but you might only want to sell one piece, I don't know, one piece bodysuits. That might just be your thing. That's all you want to sell. And I sell you a $50 vendor list with 50 vendors in it. And only 2 of them sell bodysuits. And they don't have very many. And they're not high quality. So like literally... I can put together a whole book of vendors of whatever the heck, you know, and you never really know what you're going to get from those books. And it's like, of course, I will put the time in to make my vendor book as helpful as possible and as, you know, relevant as possible. But it's like, I just don't believe in them because my taste and your taste is going to be different. My brand and your brand is different. So me giving you a vendor list, those are vendors that may work for my brand, but they may not work for your brand. And then you just spent $50 on a book you can't even use. And we're not doing refunds. So yeah, so that's just how I feel about it. I just feel like it's a waste when you can just Google and figure it out yourself for free. I found all my vendors for free. All of them. I will, though, if you guys want a video on how I found my vendors, I would be happy to do that for you. If you're having trouble knowing like where to start, where do I look, where do I go, I would gladly do that video. I would do that video. I would do it for free, no charge, nothing like that. And I would go into detail on how I found my vendors. And then you guys can kind of go from there. But like, yeah, I just don't really believe in vendors books. So like if I was to like sell one, I just feel like it would be like BS just because I just don't. But I don't like to, I can't back something that I don't believe in. Like I used to work at the mall at a jewelry store. And literally they wanted us to push this BS credit card with this high ass APR. No perks, no benefits. You got like a little $10 coupon on your birthday once a year. That was the only perk, literally. And literally there was no incentive. And then to apply, you got nothing. But if you were approved, you got 10% off. Like that's just, it was just like the worst credit card ever. And I never pushed it. I mean, it's been times where like I pushed it for like my own personal gain. Like if I was getting a prize or something. But like I never pushed that credit card because it was bogus. But my job now, I sells that credit card. Why? I ask every single customer. Why? Because you get 35% off. The APR is a little steep, but you can pay it off in store and you can pay it off with your debit card. So if you was already coming to the register to pay with your debit card anyway, you can put it on the credit card, get your 35% off, pay it off with your debit card at the register. It's just a good deal, y'all. It's a great credit card to have. It's a great credit card to have. So I push that credit card. Literally, I push it all the time. I push it because it's a great credit card. I digress. That being said, I don't push products that I don't believe in, which is why you won't really see me pushing a vendor book, because I don't believe in them, because they're not always helpful, because I can give you a vendor list with 10 vendors and none of those 10 vendors work for you and you just wasted your money. That's why I don't believe in them. That's why I don't believe in them. And I believe in hard work. You have to be willing to put the time in, because I feel like too, like people, like when you look for a vendor list, like running a business is not something that's easy. It's not something that is just gonna happen right away. It's not like everything is gonna work out the first time. It's hard. It's long nights. It's persistence. It's sacrifices. Literally, like constantly like tired, making sacrifices, working, looking for stuff, staying up to date in your realm. Like it's just so much. And it's like, if you can't even put the time in to look for vendors to create this business that you're so passionate about, if this is your passion and you can't even put the time in to look for your suppliers to make sure that your everything that you're supplying your customers with is of quality. If you can't even take the time to look for that on your own, then you already took an L. And that's just that on that. You already took an L, because literally, like, bro, if you can't even do that, then how do you expect to give your brand throughout its growth that same energy? Like, that is the energy you need to have from jump, or it's not gonna work. So you can't be lazy. You can't half-ass it and then think it's gonna go somewhere. Like, it just don't really sit well with me. I don't agree with it. So, but like I said, I will gladly tell you guys how I found my vendors, how I found them, not who my vendors are. I'll tell you where I looked, where I went, what places were a hit, what places were a miss. But I'm not telling you my vendors, and I'm not selling you a vendor book. Even if in this video, if I say that I'm possibly gonna give y'all a vendor book, I'm lying. I'm not giving you guys a vendor book, because you're gonna do the work. You're gonna do the work. You're gonna work hard. You're gonna dedicate yourself, and you're gonna going to dedicate time to your business. And you're going to look for those vendors yourself, and you're going to put in the time and the effort, and you're going to be up to 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and then your eyes are going to be tired, your eyes are going to hurt. It's going to be times where your eyes burn. I felt, boo, I know. You tired, your eyes burn, you want to go get something to eat, you want to kick it with your friends, you want to do that. I know you gotta be to work in the morning. I know you gotta be to work at 6 in the morning. I know. I feel you, because I do the same thing. I've always done the same thing. I was doing all that stuff through college. You know what I'm saying? I was running a business. I was a full-time student. I was trying to be involved, to get extracurriculars, do clubs, go to class. You know, I was trying to live that college life and doing that. Got out of school. I got a full-time job. I work a full-time job, y'all. 40 plus hours a week. Like, sometimes I got to be to work at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Sometimes I have to be at work till 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I know. I feel you. I feel you. But you're going to find those vendors, boo, and you're going to find vendors that work specifically for you and your brand, and you are going to love them. And you is going to be able to say that nobody handed you your vendors. You found them yourself. And then do with that information what you will. If you want to go and sell a vendor book, do that, boo. But I'm not going to take your money for nothing. Now, if I'm going to take your money, I'm going to be providing some 3 Oak apparel. That's how I'm taking your money. But I'm not taking your money just off that. That's not happening, y'all. Back in my zone. So, like I said before I got off in my little rant, I am contacting my vendor because I have an item and it's been over a month, and they told me that it was getting ready to ship, and then it never shipped, and it's been like a month. I reached out to them twice, and they told me that it was at the logistics center. So I just reached out to them to try to cancel that item. It's a cute item. I don't need it. I already have a similar item that I purchased that I think is going to be just as solid. So I'm not really going to worry too much about that specific one. I'm going to just chalk that one up. Yeah, I'm going to just chalk that one up. But yeah, so now I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for summer. As far as like my summer line goes, I kind of got to a point where I kind of just chalked it up. The summer line. So I'm not going to do too much. Like, I'm not going to do like full swimwear. I planned on it and I just don't foresee that happening. Yeah, I don't really foresee that happening. So I'm going to kind of focus more on like some transitional pieces, meaning that pieces that can last from now until fall, instead of going specifically for summer pieces, just because I just don't feel like that's a really good investment at the moment. So I'm probably gonna do like 2 or 3 summer pieces, but again, those pieces are gonna be like transitional. So pretty much this is something that I do for hours, literally. Like this video is probably only gonna be like 15 minutes, but literally, like, I will be sitting here doing this until 12 o'clock in the morning, literally. I probably am gonna be doing it until 12 o'clock in the morning, honestly. So bear with me, but pretty much what I kind of do and what kind of helps me stay on track is I kind of go back in. So every collection that I do for this particular brand, I create a mood board. So I kind of say, okay, like, what is my goal for this season? What are the hot trendy pieces for this season? What are the statement and timeless pieces for this season? What colors am I seeing being repeated summer after summer after summer? Like, these colors are hot every single year this time. I look at those things, I take those into consideration, and then I create a mood board. I create a mood board with a color palette, a few inspiration pieces, a few pieces that I kind of like, okay, like a few pieces that actually inspired the collection, or like I might be inspired by like a hairstyle or like a makeup look or like a collection. Like, I can already tell you this fall, the collection is going to be Alexander McQueen inspired. So be prepared for that, because I love Alexander McQueen. It's probably my favorite designer. So fall is going to be Alexander McQueen inspired. But so I kind of bring those pieces together, and then I look through my vendors catalog, and I kind of see what items that they have to kind of match where my vision is going, and then I throw all of that into a mood board, so then I now have something that I can physically look at. So like usually, like, I'll either have like my laptop and my phone, or like my iPad and my phone, or my iPad and my laptop, and then I'll keep that mood board up, and then on the other page, like, I'll be scrolling through like my vendor's catalog. Like, what is this? What is this? Can we get this in this size? How about making this in this color? And then I start reaching out to them pretty much like, I see these pieces are here. Can you let me know, like, do you have any sample pieces that are already made? Can we make this piece in this color, in this size? This is the range that I'm looking for. So pretty much that's how I do that. Keep the mood board up, kind of look back and forth. That way you kind of keep your brand cohesive, because it's easy, especially with my vendor. They have like a lot of trendy pieces too. So it's easy to get caught up in, oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. And just like start adding stuff to like purchase. And then like, it's just like a big like Mod Podge of just like stuff. You don't want that. So that's why I kind of have learned to like create a mood board and kind of keep that up while I'm working. That way I can kind of see everything that I'm trying to do. And it kind of keeps me on track and keeps me focused and makes sure that the collection is exactly what I wanted it to be. Sometimes like I'll go through and I'll like save some pieces for later. Like, ooh, that's cute, but not for this, you know? Yeah, I kind of want to start wholesaling just because there are so many pieces and things that I like, and I want to be able to provide those to you guys, but I just don't want them to clash or like my brand aesthetic to kind of get lost. So that's going to be something that's kind of on the back burner, like after I get this baby up and running. Even too, like a lot of like the clothes that I just wear on a daily basis, I buy it from my vendors and manufacturers too. That way, like if I buy something that I really like and it's really cute on me and I get a lot of compliments and a lot of people are like messing with it, and I notice that like my customers are really messing with it, I can sell it. Because I have some stuff in my closet right now. My manufacturer makes it. Wear it around a few times, see how people like it, and then we kind of go from there, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so right now I'm looking at tops. There's a lot of cute stuff on here. This is a top that I was considering. I did not order it, but I was considering it because I think it's really, really cute, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all so you guys can see. It's really cute on her. They don't have the picture on the mannequin. They usually have it. I can shoot them a message and ask me, can I get a picture of the front on the mannequin? And that too, like when I'm dealing with manufacturers and things like that, you want to be careful. Now, you want to be careful because there are disclaimer. There are legitimate wholesalers and manufacturers that do take pictures from people's Instagrams. They do. Now, however, sometimes the clothes did come from the actual manufacturer, but they sold it to they know that they sell to this specific company, therefore they take the pictures from that specific company because it's in the contract, like, hey, these are our products, we can use these pictures, and then they put them on their sites. That's one thing, but you also want to be aware that that's not always the case, that sometimes the pictures and the actual item are not going to match, and the picture is some random company making 50-cent shirts and they stole the picture from somewhere. Like a lot of hair vendors do it. They steal the picture and then they sell you a crappy, like not even half the quality. So the really good thing about this new manufacturer that I started working with that I really, really like is the fact that they give me pictures. They'll give me like a style inspo picture, like an Instagram picture, yeah, whatever. But they also give me pictures of the actual fabric that they're using to create the item. They're giving me actual pictures. Okay, they'll like lay the item out like on a surface, front and back, kind of zoom in so I can see like the stitching and things like that. And then they'll show it on like a form. So that's what I really like, and that's kind of what caught my attention with this specific manufacturer, because it's like, they got the cute pictures to kind of give you like a vibe, but then they also have, I can see the fabric, I can see the specs. They have size charts for every single item. So they just give this company just gives a lot of information, and that's why I really like dealing with them, because they just give me so much, and it just really makes like working with them really, really easy, because I can always find what I want, and I know what I want is going to be quality. Like I said, I'm just kind of like looking for pieces. I'm actually going through and ordering more extended sizes of the items that I just purchased, that if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen them. All the launch pieces, I'm going through and ordering extended sizes. I'm gonna do that, and then I will come back tomorrow to kind of give you guys some more info on what exactly it is that I do. If you guys have any requests on any specific part that you would like to see, like if you want to see like, how do I test the quality of a garment? Like how I was saying before, like how do I find vendors and manufacturers? What do I look for in different things like that? Like if you have any questions regarding a business, regarding this specific business, feel free to comment below. My Instagram is Chanel Danae. You can just add me on Instagram, DM me, email me. I don't think my number is on there. I'm gonna put a WhatsApp on there so you guys can WhatsApp me too. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know, and I will be back to help you. But now your girl is getting tired, so I'm gonna try to get my work done so I can go to bed. See ya.